want cozy, cute, chic vibes. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am excited to show you today some cozy dressing for fall. As a petite, cozy dressing can easily turn into very schlubby looking clothes and outfits. So it is quite an art that I would like to dip my toes into today. And I'm gonna be dressing up real time. I don't have anything planned, so you kind of get to see the inside workings of the mind of a petite gal who has experimented quite a lot with fashion and dressing. So for the first outfit, I do have one singular piece in mind that I want to build the outfit around, and I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we shall see together. These really cool green and blue striped pants, which have like a nice texture to them, very cozy, like a waffle knit. And if you can see here, this is the tag. I'm pretty sure it's vintage. I just found these at the Goodwill bins. So I'm really excited to style them. Let's see how they come out, what kind of outfit I can create. So I've got the pants on, and they are definitely a little bit big. I'm going to tie them. And they're for sure are long, like they puddle. So I'm most likely, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll these up once. Tie this drawstring a little tight. These are probably men's, but I just fell in love with the colors. So roll them up once, that's already a lot better. Wearing them kind of high-waisted to help with the length. Okay, so we're gonna go into my closet. And I took down the door of this closet to be able to fit more stuff on the side here. This was an empty void, and I was like, I could fit stuff in there. So I actually added these shelves from IKEA via Savers actually. And I took out the door because it wouldn't open all the way because the way that this sticks out from the door frame. Anywho, all that to say, my closet is very efficient for me now. I also added a rack at the top in order to just have more space because the closet is not very spacious, but I was able to fit everything I own pretty much in here, so that's exciting. So, so I'm thinking, because I do love the blue, even though it's like a different color blue, just like a plain t-shirt or this long sleeve, I think would be pretty nice with these pants. I think I'm gonna go with the short sleeve and do a sweater on top. So let me try that on. And something about dressing more casual, if you will, as a petite, is to not go like completely oversized all over. And also just like doing your makeup and even hair. I usually just air dry my hair. It's very textured, very wavy. And I straighten or I blow dry the bangs, that's it. But I like my natural texture. I don't like to straighten it too much. I don't like to put too much heat because I do have pretty fine hair. So yeah, that's me. But if you have luscious, thick hair that is very resistant to heat, blowouts are stunning, and I wish I could do them more, but I do absolutely love how a good volumized curl looks with outfits. I think it's just effortless and chic. This is how we're looking. No! I just realized there's a stain on this top. That sucks. That really sucks. I don't know what it is, and I hope I didn't dry this top in the dryer. Because if it's like an oil stain, then I do have like a degreaser. So for now, I wasn't planning on it, but I'm gonna tuck this in because I do like the colors together. I am not excited about that stain. I got this top at Aritzia. I never really shop in stores. I just think the prices are insane, especially for a t-shirt. This wasn't too bad. I think that it was on sale which is why I got it. And I liked the tighter, more baby doll, I guess, fit. Okay, so this is just layer number 1. I am going to throw on a sweater with this, because so far it's just basic, you know, it's very almost too casual. So I know I said all my clothing fits in that closet, but I do keep my wool sweaters. Basically, my TV credenza has like 6 drawers. I keep it in one of the drawers with a bunch of lavender and cedar so that the moths don't get it, because I hate a hole in a sweater and they love delicious wool and cashmere. So I think gray would be nice to like tone down the outfit, and I would just either wear it on my shoulders. Once I get cold, I can put it on over, but this sweater is a turtleneck and it is a little bit oversized, more boxy. And I'm thinking for shoes, to elevate this outfit a little bit more, I'm gonna do some boots. These are really low heels, so they're extremely comfortable. Let's see how that looks. This actually looks so freaking cool tucked in as well. Yeah, I kind of like it tucked in too. So, let's see. Let's tuck it in better. So that kind of just gives you like a cool vibe that is very unique. However, I like to lengthen. I would probably wear it like that if it was extra cold out though. So here we have, I like the amount of puddling. I think that's nice. And the drape of these pants are great for that. So that is one way you can wear it. You can also, a lot of people have been tying their sweaters. And I kind of like doing a sideways tie like this, because that, if you're curvy petite, that kind of cuts the body in a more narrow area. So if you were to, that's pretty. So if you were to just put it like this, it's kind of highlighting the wider point of your frame. So to me, I think this looks, first of all, more chic, more avant-garde. I like avant-garde dressing. I like unique style. I love it. I love seeing it on other people, so I, you know, try to do it as well in my own way. And I kind of think this outfit is pretty nice. Accessorizing would help as well. These really cute pearl hoops that I got a while back. One of my first and only corporate job ever. I bought myself a few pieces of nice jewelry. So yeah, I really love these. This is the best thing that came out of my corporate job. With bangs, I think tucking the hair back is so cute too. I really like this. It's so effortless. This is like a good farmer's market, kind of like feel like you rolled out of bed, but you still look really cool because there's interest in the pants. You have a pointed toe with the boot, but very comfortable with the short, small heel. The colors in this outfit make it really interesting. And if I did want to wear this over, I'll show you what that looks like, but I'm gonna do a scarf hack. When you're wearing makeup, if you put a scarf over your head that you don't care about so much, and then you can put on your tighter tops. Another thing about petite dressing for people, petites with curves, is it's actually really difficult to layer things. You start to end up really bulky, so you really want to like kind of zhuzh your outfits. So whether that's so first of all, the bottom layer should be thin. If you're wearing something bulky underneath, you're going to create a lot of bulk and you're going to really shorten yourself like that. So just a very subtle tuck. There's a reason we do it, baby. It works. Okay, if you're 6 foot tall, 8 foot tall Gen Z or millennial, if you are a very straight up and down person, I think that untucked look can work. But for petites, it starts to look a little bit, I don't know what's the word. And for bags, you could go two ways, right? You could go, I think this suede bucket bag. There's nothing in it, so it doesn't look its best, but a suede bucket bag, and that also helps with like kind of cinching almost. So that's really cute, so comfortable. You're still looking intentional. I think that's the key. And I'm sorry if my lighting is weird today, but I do think this, even though it is such a casual, relaxed look, it looks intentional. So you could do that bag, right? Or you could go with more of a statement. And this is a backpack, but I like to wear it like as one shoulder. But that, you can see it kind of like dresses up the outfit a little bit. So wearing like a dressy bag with a very casual outfit is another great hack to looking more intentional and chic. Adding that chic factor to casual. I think I would go with this purse over the bucket bag. Although the bucket bag does have a great color palette, adds a great color palette, I think for me, I need to kind of elevate the look a little bit, and this really does that. And I love the colors. I really truly do. Last thing I would probably do to elevate it even more and make it look more fun and exciting is maybe I'll add like a bracelet on top or a watch. I do wish that I had silver, like a chunky silver bangle. I know those are so stunning right now. For outfit number 2, I want to be cozy and comfortable, but maybe just a tiny bit more elevated than this was. And I think what do I want to do? I would like to play. I think I want to play with these pants. Again, I'm starting with pants. I wonder if that is a pattern of mine. I do love these pants. They're like kind of like that scratchy, like technical wear material. They're so cute. Armani jeans, which was a diffusion line of Armani that they don't make anymore. These are reflective in the light, so that's what I was looking for when I was searching for silver pants, but that aren't too metallic. It's just when you see it in flash. So those are really fun. Is that giving cozy fall though? Is that giving cozy? I don't think that's giving cozy. See, here we go. We're trying to keep with a theme. Can I make it cozy though? Can I make it cozy? Let's see. I know orange is a very polarizing color. This orange, however, is more of like a reddish orange, and it's really hard to tell because of the way the camera is reading it. Maybe I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. So I think for fall, this eggplant purpley color that is reading a little bit brown will be really nice against the cool tone of this silver pants. So I'm gonna try that on first and see where we take this look. First part of the outfit is here. I like that. And these pants are comfortable. And if it's a windy day, this is a perfect outfit because of the material of these pants. So let's see how can I zhuzh this outfit up? So I'm thinking for shoes to keep it in that cozy element because the pants don't feel as cozy as the last ones. Because of the material, I want to add more cozy materials. So this velvet combat boot, which, believe it or not, I got at Target a long time ago when there was like a Rihanna collab, which I didn't get it for the collab, I just thought these were cool. Again, you could wear long socks underneath, you could wear stockings. If you have thermal stockings or thermal leggings, that's a very good thing to layer under pants. And that's why also sizing is awesome to, you know, fluctuate with in your closet. Get some pants that are a little bit, you know, that aren't as tight all over. So wide leg, baggy, maybe go up 1 or 2 sizes. That way you can layer underneath. So this looks really freaking cool. I like the vibes. I like the vibes. Again, you can tuck them into the boot if you want more of an edgy look, so I'll show you that. And then I'm thinking about what jacket I want to layer on top. I kind of want to try this plaid one up here. Color-wise, it works. So how does she reach up there, you ask? I got one of these handy dandy hooks. Miss Bo Peep. Miss Bo Peep in the closet. Because, like I said, it's still warm here. We are still in the high 70s. Even wearing a jacket is kind of overkill here during the day, but at night and in the morning it does cool down, thankfully. So we've got this jacket. Let's try that on. And of course, the colors are perfect. Goes with the top. And the silhouette is nice, and it actually has that military vibe to it almost, with the strong shoulder pads. There's a cup of it all. So far that's really cute look. Do I want to keep it tucked in? I think because of the shortness of the jacket, I'm going to untuck the pants, but at least you got to see it both ways and you can play around with that at home. I also want to see about bringing a cozy element to this and another pattern, just to have those cozy vibes, because this is a cozy video. Cozy, chic dressing. And I think that's really cool. And another thing I'm loving right now is the styling of a long scarf on the waist. So you can play around with the styling. I do like that, and I think it does look good at the top as well. So you have ways to play with it. If it gets hot, wrap it around your hip, your waist. If it gets cold, then you can wear it as an actual scarf. So that's cool. And I think that is good for accessorizing. I think I want to keep jewelry to a minimum. For the bag, I might just glam it up a little bit. That juxtaposition with the Chanel, old Chanel bag. And I think actually that's kind of cute. I do like that because that kind of brings back that like ladylike to the very masculine outfit. And then you have the whimsy with the scarf. Am I going crazy with this outfit? Am I doing too much? You tell me. Okay, so for the next look, I think I'm gonna go for a dress, because what the heck is cozier than a frickin' dress? And wearing dresses in wintertime is actually nice because you're kind of or fall actually, is nice because you can regulate your temperature. You get a nice draft with the skirt of the dress, but you can layer so much. You can wear leggings underneath, you can wear a big fluffy sweater and then a coat on top. So there's absolutely endless ways to play with dresses. Doesn't have to be just for summertime. The best part of fashion is playing. So this dress I bought in Brazil. Okay, I was really wanting a drop waist dress. The pattern is insane. It's just such a unique dress. It's Farm Rio, which I got in Brazil. So that means that I spent a lot less than if you were to buy Farm Rio in the States. It's such a comfortable dress. Like, this is what cozy means to me, is comfortable. You're covered and wrapped up in fabric. Yeah, so how am I going to zhuzh this up for fall? So first of all, I think I do want to wear boots again. I do have a different pair of boots, however. I may or may not have shown you these already, I'm not sure. These are my favorite boots I've ever seen in my life. Like, they're cowgirl boot. I got them in Colorado at like a Crossroads or a Buffalo Exchange, 35 bucks. When I got them, they fit like a glove and tight. But now, they have shape to my feet. Like, the leather is very thin. So I've worn them, I've broken them into my foot. Whoever had it before me had a smaller foot, but now they're so comfy. So comfy. And yes, I know comfy is not a word, but I like weird things and weird words and weird language. And I am a weirdo. So you'll get to know that about me as I become more comfortable talking in front of a camera. Everyone who knows me knows that I start out very quiet, but once I get comfortable, it's over for you. All of the, what are the words? All of the, what's the word? Not tics. I don't remember, but yes, with these boots. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see? That is insane to me. Insane. Move this back a little bit. So, the colors are very fall. If you live in a hotter climate like I do, this alone is a perfect fall outfit if it's hot. And I'm sorry, but we all know global warming is here, and we're just gonna be dressing with less and less clothes as we go. Unfortunately, I hate that because I do like colder weather. So what am I gonna wear on top before I get too depressed? So I think you could take this two ways. You could go with a long trench. This is a London Fog 1970s trench coat. It also comes with a lining, which I don't have in there, and a hood. So a little Red Riding Hood. The lining I put in when it's like really cold winter. Because it does get cold here. It does. For like 3 days. But it gets like 30 degrees. So, I can either wear it open, which is nice because you keep the pattern of the outfit, just like that. And you're good. You're good for rain. You're good for wind. I think I would like to do a few buttons. I love buttoning high collars to the top. So having that open to where it's almost now like a petticoat underneath, but like a really fun petticoat. So I just tied the back here to cinch in a little bit and create an A-line shape, which is very nice because it's mimicking the curves in my petite yet curvy-ish frame. It's not like va-va-boom curves, but they're there, and they do pose a challenge. Okay, so I love that. I kind of want to see what it looks like with that striped scarf that we already had played with, just for fun. Funsies. Do I like that? I think I'm going to go without the scarf though because it's a lot. So we have the plaid on the inside. I love a coat. When you look for a coat, look for a cool one that has like an interesting lining on the inside, because sometimes when they put like just this weird shiny like plain white lining in it, it can really cheapen the jacket. So that's something to look out for. If it were too cold, you could always have this other sweater with you, and then you could put that underneath for functionality. It is going to bulk up the look, but since this has a tie, you could tie it in the front, cinch in the waist. But that helps with just a little bit more warmth. You could just literally like wrap it around your neck like a scarf. And I do like those colors. I love the vibrant color. Oh my god, it almost looks like this color with the red. I don't know if you can see that. It's super cozy. It's so comfortable. And I just love the colors and the pattern and the interest I think bringing some interest and color and life to your otherwise cozy outfits is just really helpful, and it makes it look so much more intentional. But yeah, I hope you like that outfit. For the last outfit, like I said, I think I'm gonna go for something more simple, minimal, just to really have that effortless, casual look, but still be very, very put together, effortlessly put together. So I am going to play with a windbreaker, because that is a good layer for fall in my climate. This windbreaker, I like to style it in two ways. You can either keep it long, how it is, because it does cover the butt and it looks kind of like a dress, but I also like to tuck it into itself to look more like a bubbly shaped bomber. So I'm probably going to show you both ways of doing that. So we've got our windbreaker, and I would do black on black, but that's probably not going to read well. So I'm going to do really comfy gray, high-waisted, wide leg, woolish material, very cozy pants. So this is probably the most basic and effortless, which again, I do really love. I love how minimal outfits look, but I also love to have fun with fashion and try new things, so that's why you'll see me in a lot of those maximalist looks as well. So that's the base layer. For shoes, you could go with a boot, you can even go with a sneaker. I know I didn't do any sneaker looks, but most of these pants are pretty long on me, so I like to just at least elevate a tiny bit. So I'm gonna do these kitten heels. So that's really pretty. And this is great, like, for real practical purposes, for weather, like rainy weather, if you want to cover your butt and just have like as much comfort as possible in terms of weather and protection. So that's how I would do that. If you were to do this with like a plain jean, I don't think it would look as good. The windbreaker trend right now is wearing them cropped. So I'm just tucking this underneath, and it is a lot of material to tuck in, so you really have to kind of play with it and fix it. But I do love this silhouette. I mean, the silhouette always works on petites, in my opinion. If it doesn't for you, let me know and why. But a shorter cropped jacket that highlights your most narrow point of your body, and then a wide leg jean to balance the curves in the body if you have wider hips, or an hourglass or a pear shape. And then, yeah, so that is giving Pinterest girl the pants, the cropped version of a windbreaker. I do love that, I really do. What bag? It's a lot of cool tones. I am going to break it up with a brown bag, my absolute favorite prized possession that I got myself for my birthday. It's Bottega Veneta bag, vintage. It's called the Campagna bag, but that just brings some richness, some warmth back to the outfit. Instead of winter, she's fall again. Tell me what you guys think. Do you prefer the long way of wearing this, the dress over pants silhouette, or do you prefer the cropped version of this look? So I hope you like these fall outfits for petites. Please let me know what was your favorite.